And now we're understanding the NIA, in fact, has attached the Uttar Pradesh house which had been used by the active Al-Qaeda member to prepare for terror attacks. We're also understanding a lot of materials that have been seized as well. So we're understanding materials used to make petrol bombs, IEDs, etc. for carrying out terrorist activities have also now been recovered from this property in Uttar Pradesh. The accused, who's been identified as Minhaj Ahmed, was using the property carrying out various terror-related unlawful activities. So that's the update that's coming in from Uttar Pradesh, the kind of activity that we're seeing by the NIA. As I pointed out, this is a property in Uttar Pradesh where the NIA in fact has attached this property, which, as we pointed out, was being used by an active Al-Qaeda member, and this was to prepare for various terror attacks. Now, what were the kind of terror attacks? Was there a concrete plan? We'll try and get those details, but just look at the kind of material that has been recovered as well. There is petrol bombs that we're talking about, IEDs, etc. that has been recovered from this very property that in fact has been attached by the NIA. As I pointed out a short while ago, that the accused has also now been identified. He's been identified as Minhaj Ahmed. He was in fact using the property and carrying out various terror-related unlawful activities. So this is going to be a big step as far as trying to crack this nexus by the NIA is concerned, because as I pointed out, just look at the kind of recoveries that have been made from this property that in fact has been attached by the NIA in Uttar Pradesh. So this is an active Al-Qaeda member that we're talking about. He'd been using this property for a while. We'll try and get more details in terms of how long had he been staying at this property, were there other people with him, but just look at the kind of recoveries. As I pointed out, there are petrol bombs, IEDs and others that have been recovered by officials of the NIA. As we pointed out, this active Al-Qaeda member in fact had been using all this material to carry out terrorist activities. Let's try and get more details. Our colleague Anshul in fact is now joining us on the broadcast. So Anshul, what are the other details that you're picking up for how long with this Al-Qaeda member, who's an active Al-Qaeda member, staying at this property, and the other recoveries that have been made?
So yes, this is being seen as a big success that has been made by the NIA, where not only they have only gone ahead and arrested these terrorists who were actually living in Uttar Pradesh, but they have also gone ahead and successfully made sure that the house that they were staying in, that house is also seized by the NIA, because there is a lot of material that has been recovered from them, such as the accused were actually trying to make a IED, improvised explosive device as well, and initially they were successfully able to make a device, and in fact they also carried out a control blast at the location at which they were staying themselves. Also, the accused in fact contacted people to get hands on weapons such as pistols as well. That has also been revealed by the NIA at this point in time. Now the NIA has finally taken custody of two accused who were present inside the house. Both these people are being said to be members of Al-Qaeda. These are terrorists of Al-Qaeda, and they were actually planning out to carry out some sort of an explosion, to carry out some sort of disturbance before the next election and before the 26th of January. Remember, the Ayodhya Ram Mandir temple inauguration is also in the month of January, probably on the 25th of January. So yes, these were a few targets on their list, and hence they were already preparing to make sure that they could actually impact these things through which there could be disturbance in India, especially when something like this happens in a state of Uttar Pradesh right before the election year.
Anshul, a couple of other aspects that I want to understand from you. This accused, who now in fact has been identified as Minhaj Ahmed, other than him, who are the other people who in fact have been picked up by the NIA? That's one. Secondly, when you spoke about their unlawful activities, their terror plan, any details that are emerging as to what the sinister plan was?
So yes, the details have not come out as to, they were still not sure as to about the date and about the location in which they are going to attack. But yes, they had clear instructions from someone named Musa, who is sitting in Pakistan, who was their handler. In fact, when they carried out that control explosion inside a pressure cooker in their house itself, they recorded a video of it and sent to Musa as well. So yes, they were just on ground workers of the terrorist organizations, but yes, their handlers are still away from the country, and that has become one of the biggest cause of concern because the more you arrest the on-ground workers, their handlers are still safe. Their handlers are still enjoying a safe haven. So making sure that those handlers are also under their control is something that is on the top priority of the NIA at this point in time. When will that happen? How much more time will it take for the NIA to finally come out and make sure that these handlers who are operating from across the border and sending people inside to create ruckus and to create unlawful activities out here in the national capital region as well as in big states of India like Uttar Pradesh is something that is of serious concern at this point in time.
So, Anshul, as you're rightly pointing out, while this is a big victory as far as the NIA is concerned, the concerns still remain in terms of an underground network, the handlers that are working with these accused and terrorists. How hopeful is the NIA of cracking that nexus as well?
So yes, over the past 6 months, we have seen that NIA has gone ahead and made several arrests in regarding the on ground workers that have been operating in India itself, and this is an arrest that has been made on. Inputs that the NIA had gotten, manual inputs that NIA had gotten. So yes, the NIA is also confident because it is continuously building, and it is not only continuously building but also expanding its network of informers, and that is something that is proving to be very helpful. And even before these people could go out and carry on with this sinister plans, they are arrested and taken into custody by the NIA, which is being seen as a big intelligence job that is being done on the ground
Okay.
at this point in time. So yes, over the last few months, we have seen such a situation, and it is expected that NIA is now through the informant sources that it is building. It could actually find a way to
Okay.
reach the handler and probably to the heads of those handlers as well, so that this entire organization could actually
Sure.
be exposed in front of the entire world.
Okay, Anshul, unfortunately, I will have to leave that conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. Let's now shift our focus to some